to start off. Maybe it's a bit of an intrusive entrance here. But I hope you're doing okay. And I'm glad you made it to this video. So what I wanted to make a video on was references. And over the years I've amassed an art references folder. Quite a large folder, 185 images exactly. And I know it's definitely not the biggest, but it has a lot of, I would say, important things, important images that I use in my own artwork and just for inspiration in general. I haven't really drawn anything in the past month or two, but I still really enjoy these images, and I thought they'd be worth sharing with y'all in case you too can use them for your own inspiration. And I hope that you can enjoy me very mundanely explaining all of the intricate details about them and the things that I love about them. So, I guess let's begin by first unveiling the cloak of the Dancing Nikos. I love this character so much. Okay. Boop. 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 So as you can see, it's quite a few to go through. So it's definitely going to be a longer video, but that's okay. It is currently 2:30 a.m. and I just want to express my love for these images here. So I think we should just get right into it. Starting off with this feller here. Just as a disclaimer, by the way, I am not familiar with these artists' names. I usually just see an image and I download it. That's pretty much what my entire references folder is. It's just random images I find that I think I could use to improve my own creativity. So, if you do find an image that you really like and you want to perhaps get the artist's name, you can contact me maybe and I can reverse image search it, or you can do the same by screenshotting it. But anyways, this photo right here, I downloaded a few of this artist's pictures and I really enjoy the zippy line art they make. It's very simple but very constructive, if that makes any sense. They don't linger on it too long. Okay, I swear I was going to use this image for something. I swear I was, and I just didn't. So now I just have this awesome dude spinning Nerf guns in my references folder. Yeah, I just really love the video to this image here. And if anyone, any artist, happen to watch this, I would really enjoy seeing this turn into a piece of art. Like, genuinely contact me if you do. Okay. This image is just, I mean, even Nico himself is literally glowing gold. His karma is like level 5. I don't know, I've never played Railroad actually, but look at this skug. Look at this skug. Shout out on a skug. There's just like a big golden worm squeeze on just like that. I really enjoy the artist's take on Nico's, what do you call it, robe. The way they made the hoodie like conform to the ears. It looks very cozy, and I would like to see this turned into a real onesie, or robe, I should say. This is gonna happen a lot, by the way. I need to drink some water already. Alright, let's continue. So this is gonna be a reoccurring theme that you're gonna see a lot throughout my folder. But I really enjoy anything that has this more vintage style to it. You can see the kind of like this fake purling noise over the image. It gives it a very natural look to it. And this is kind of like the type of aesthetic that I try to do myself. Like, how can I make an image look older on purpose to match an aesthetic? And yeah, I think they did it very well in that. What a beautiful Vaporeon that is. And hello, Vaporeon. I'm gonna surprise myself a lot with these images. I'm kind of just winging it, honestly. But yeah, the fisheye effect on this is beautiful. I don't know how they pulled it off. Maybe they used like a reference by kind of like making an original image, and then they added the fisheye effect to it, and then mimicked it. I don't know how they did this, but it is very inspirational and adorable. This is just like a good reference for very quick and zippy but clean line art. Nothing else much to be said about that. I wasn't sure what I downloaded this for. Just like a big, long, awesome, tall wolf dude. And it seems like he's just dying. I don't know the lore behind this, but I'm sure it's interesting. This image, I love this image. Everything about this art piece. I have used this image, I think, 3 times as reference for how beautiful they executed this illusion of, I don't know what you call it. What's it called when it's like a rainbow effect? Reflection off of like, you know, an oil spill. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it looks immaculate. Just the small details of like how there's so much big chunks of fluff on this neck. But in areas where you'd expect to draw more fluff, it's not actually that fluffy. They made it more thin and sleek. Like they're wet almost. And yeah, I should really find out who the artist of this is so I can check out their other pieces, because I did in fact heavily reference this in one of my pieces of art. And I just find so much respect for it. Now, this is a type of image that I don't think I can get enough of. Like, let me just read this passage. Right, there's nothing shady about this character shirt. It's a box blade, $30. Worn over a colorful tank top, $15. Both by Tony Lambert. And cotton poplin double painted bulk shorts by Boston Traders, $40. His sunglasses, appropriately enough, are shady character, $35. vibes. Just an awesome dude. I hope this guy's doing alright out there. Just an awesome, handsome model there. Okay, this image, I have used this image as my profile picture for quite a while before changing it up. Definitely months. But yeah, I really like the way they made him all. I don't know the word for it. They just made them like you want to grab their cheeks and just like, you know. Their face cheeks are so pinchable. I don't know how they did it. I think it's like the blush effect they put on it, but yeah. Very pretty. Okay. So this I just find very, very aspirational. I don't know all of the tricks, tips and tricks this artist uses, but the way they imitate realism is so natural. I guess we can go over a few illusions they use. So, on this reflection here, it really is just basic blotches of color, and then they erase a bit out of it, and then add some, white blotches for like the lights. And from a distance, it looks real. Like I could not tell if this anime girl wasn't in it. I would not be able to tell if this wasn't real. If I was just looking at the washing machine, it kind of falls apart with the shirt, obviously, but it's stylized and I really like it. Beautiful. Yeah, you are gonna see a lot of this character. Once again, I am unfamiliar with the actual artist's name. I could have compiled a list, but I'm winging it right now, so I could not be bothered. I just wanted to show these off. But yeah, really love this character. They inspired me to make my own Serval Zona, and I did in fact reference their Zona to make mine. So, big shout out to them. Yes, I love spreading misinformation on the webs. Comment down below if you also like sharing misinformation. Yes. Yeah, very basic, but it's definitely made me create my own, blotches of like, I don't know what you call this, full art, just blotch down colors, and then you shape it. Like, you don't put down a sketch or anything, you just wing it. And I've done this a few times recently, and it worked out pretty good. Oh, buddy. I love the dramatic lighting on this. Like, it's so simple too. You just shade this, and then you light this. Or not even light it, you just shade all of the rest, and then you light that. Yeah. Just two dudes eating some fruit, I guess. Yeah. I love Nico so much. This is a very simple thing to point out, but when creating these filaments and these really bright lights, oftentimes you don't need to go the extra mile. You really could just make it white and then put a color around it. And that's what they did here. And it looks amazing. It looks just like a glowing hot filament. Very, very calming image here. Yeah. But it smells like a Hobby Lobby. This most of us honestly just don't know how it works. We just use it. Okay, this artist, now, they don't make the most SFW of things, but this one image they made inspired so many drawings of mine. Like, a lot of them. And it looks like a lot going on in this image. When you zoom out, it is incredibly realistic. But when you zoom in, you realize, oh, it really is just a lot of good execution on illusions. Really love this image. Yeah, just an incredible piece. I'd really like to see more art quite like this in that very Noir style, or Noir, yeah, however you pronounce it. Hopefully you get the idea. More Nico, just carrying his light bulb around. This one I used as a potential reference for 80s glasses. If you've ever watched like an 80s game show, you would notice that almost everybody is wearing these glasses. These exact frames here. It is uncanny. More of that first artist. Mr. President, don't you think that attire is a bit inappropriate for the meeting with the Chinese president? I would really like to know what he is insinuating, but the mystery makes it more appealing. Just drinking some water there. Forgot the name of his character, but very awesome character. They're from a gacha game, I believe. And it's just a furry boy that always wears a suit and tie. I don't know why, but they do. And I love that. Look at that mouth. The size of his mouth is insane. But yeah, love circles. I might show you all some circles later actually. Because I can, but yeah. Wanna go for a walk? But it's so cold. That's better, babe. Yims. Another cool picture. Very simple. Very simple and sketchy, but it works. I was using this as a reference for my protogen image that I'll put up on the screen right here. That's for editing me to worry about, but yeah. This is a very cool soda because unlike a lot of protogens I see, their head is the mouth. And I think we should see more like this. This is Anton Chigurh, and I just screenshotted a random video of it. But in his image, he's pointing a gun at a crow because he's insane, I guess. But very, very good contrast in his image. Just two goobers. I don't know why he got this. It's just a kind of goofy little image. Okay. This is gonna lead me to a rant. But pretty much they made this series called Analog Autumn, something like that, and it's all about this one Fox dude. He's always the center of the album covers he makes, but very, very nostalgic and comforting music that very accurately captures the feelings in autumn time. It's very impressive, and I really respect that artist. Really, really good lighting in his image. Just nighttime, but well, it could either be very likely this is early morning lighting. Because if it was dusk, it would have like oranges, reds, purples, stuff like that. Very cozy. This is the thumbnail to Disket Park Deepfall, but it's a Trevor Henderson picture originally, and I really like the filter Disket put over this. One of my favorite albums from him, personally. I'm not sure if they're all too well known, but I think they deserve credit where credit's due. Always listen to their stuff. Okay, so this is a funny story to it. So, I found this image on a very unique signal wave album. And I was in love with this image. I drew it traditionally. I used it in many pictures for reference. And I finally decided to reverse image search it, and I found that it actually came from an Australian condom ad. Pretty much like, this is deaf, and he pretty much just gives you HIV and AIDS. So, watch out for this dude. This is from Victory Over Death, Pink Sky. I somehow got that name first try, but yeah. Victory Over Death has quickly become one of my favorite signal wave artists, and their music is great, but so is their album covers. And yeah, just a boil of a fish. This is from a Japanese tea ad. I kind of skimmed through the video and just took some screenshots of it. There should be more. Yeah. It's very pretty. Another Disket Park album. This is and I actually made a recreation of this piece here, which I'll put up on screen. Yeah. I don't know what they got it from, but it's a very cool image. Oh, this is what I was talking about my friend Gore. I missed you. Yeah, I feel the same. I do, I feel that a lot too. This is just awesome. I really need to see more art of this fella here. Just pluck it down. We need more pumpkin cats. I think that's just, we need to make that a trend. I'm a super animal royal artist. Really like the thin line art on this, and the suit he's wearing. It's like a detective trench coat. This is from a piece from Bodyline, which is now apparently a soundtrack used in Shuffle Night, I think. If I got that right, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Very cool video, music video. And yeah, it's just a dude on a computer showing off some program. Some snowy woods, pretty basic but good. I love this soda. Everything about this soda is just, I just know they reek of coffee, and that's the best part about it. Yeah, I love coffee myself, so. Very good piece of art here. Like, if I used other people's art as my profile picture more frequently, I would probably put this as it, my Steam profile picture. I love TF2, and it's just awesome. More from that one artist I talked about earlier. Yeah, messenger bag and these tied up boots. Just awesome. So this image, it does look very mysterious and creepy to me. I just find so much inspiration from it. I've recreated this in a furry format, and people love to see it, including the creator of the Victory Over Death album, which used this as their album art. Obviously, they didn't create it, but they used it as the album art, and it fits their music perfectly. Yeah. Just very cool image. I'm not sure what it's from. If anyone knows where this originated to, please do comment below. This is from Dusk, and I actually used this as a reference for a picture of mine that I'll put up on the screen right now. And yeah, love that game to death. Love this graphics. And speaking of bad graphics, Atlas. Despite what a lot of people think, it's not just a horny furry game. It's actually a pretty cool game. I really like Atlas, and I'm looking forward to the new update they're gonna release. And yeah, just a screenshot of a Silly Friends character on Atlas. Another screenshot from the Japanese tea ad. This is just like a silly little fox character. I really like their small snout design. They made having a big forehead actually look cute, you know? Usually we associate this look with ugly, but it's kind of like a chihuahua, but in a good way. I gotta make sure I say in a good way, because a lot of people do not like chihuahuas, and I don't either, especially with their behavior. But yeah, they can be cute. Another super animal piece, just a goober hanging out with their two plushies. I should probably get a Nico plush one day, but I don't know when that'll happen. I'm trying to be very stingy with my money right now, so. And I'm very content with my Rousey plush. But, I don't know, we'll see. This is another screenshot from that Anton Chigurh video. It's a bit dark, yes, but just so much inspiration from that movie. That movie did incredible. I think I've watched it maybe like 5 times. And yeah, every single time I am just amazed. Just a pretty picture of the moon. I love this. Yeah. I don't know if much needs to be said about this, other than just beautiful art. Very smooth shading. It looks very fluffy, but at the same time almost slick. Very silky, yeah. I use this as, this is not a sponsor. I have to make it clear, it's not a sponsor. I don't know Shein. I don't know who buys from Shein. I've only heard bad things about Shein, but yeah. This is just a cool sweater. Yeah. I'm sure Shein has good stuff, but I've only heard bad from them. Probably because they're a Chinese company, and I'm an American, so I don't know. Maybe I should check them out. But yeah, I love cardigans. More Nico. Really like these little triangles they made, as well as this. I'm not sure what kind of lighting this is, but it's very good looking, very neon almost. this artist, whoever this is, they captured that morning sun perfectly. This is like really early morning, or it's dusk, but just after the sun sets. And yeah, I just really love this blue lighting. It's very easy to achieve this illusion here. You just have to use a light color blue, really. Or you can use a white layer and then a multiply layer on top. With like a deep blue and just adjust the opacity. Well, you know, actually no, it wouldn't work like that. Hopefully I'm getting the idea across simply, but yeah. Love the contrast in this image of the owl's eyes. I'm not sure what it means, but I guess that's up to the viewer to decide. Yeah, just a good image with good line art and a neat pose. I'm sure I'll use this pose eventually. I'm not sure what this is from, but it's album art from something. And the music was pretty good. And I was like, hey, check out this little dude. Yeah. Another image that perfectly encaptures my interest in an image. If you want me to like an image, take notes. This is what you need here. Nighttime. The moon is visible, and there's not really a person there, but there's an idea of a person. You know, like just a shadow of a person. It's such a nice detail. A really good work of art. And I hope to recreate this someday. A fox with homophobia. Oh, isn't that so cute? Obviously, this is a joke. This is heterochromia, I think. Yeah. It's probably the most beautiful naturally occurring glitch in nature. So I've actually remade this image here. This is Walter White in Breaking Bad, and he's just kind of like throwing matches into the pool. And yeah, I really like this image. It conveys a lot of contemplation. Okay, I can't explain. Okay, first of all, this is one of my favorite images. I reference this from time to time. It's just an awesome thumbnail. He is horrified to meet them. Wow. This image took a bit to load, but I got this from Reddit, and it is just a very, very pretty computer setup. I don't think you'd be using it for anything special, but hey, make do with the Atari keyboard. Oh, I just love this so much. I would love to have a keyboard like this one day. I'm very content with my own keyboard. I have a kind of a fancy 60%, but this would be amazing though. Average male Stardew Valley fan. This is very true, by the way. But yeah, just an awesome pose. Very good meme format, I feel like. More Nico, but this time they drew him in a trench coat. Just really cool image. I love trench coats. I wish trench coats were always associated with Matrix. Yeah. Not all trench coats are like the Matrix. Not all trench coats are the 2000s. We need to bring back trench coats. Eventually, I'm gonna buy one, by the way, for like when I move somewhere super cold. But yeah, this image, I've used this image as reference art for quite a few things. Yeah, like first of all, the chromatic aberration. I love the chromatic aberration in it. It already gives it an older look. On top of that, they used the Perlin noise, and this glow effect is beautiful. Just all around an amazing image. Shout out whoever this is. Cadaver. Cadaver Disco 2024. Alright, here we go. Beautiful. And yeah, even like the crosses on her balls is such a nice touch. I found this on Blue Sky, and they said, look, this is the first protogen. And this is what led me to create that old protogen, the first protogen, the prototype protogen. Yeah. What an awesome, awesome creation this is. The 80s must have been something different. Just another really cool, sort of like illusion drawing with like all of these golden glows on it. Very easy effect to achieve, and they execute it, I think, perfectly. Yeah, it's very well painted. Beautiful. Even like the way they smear it to try and convey a blur kind of effect. Just awesome. Very epic. Just a very helpful kind of graph to simulate rust and iron. I don't know when I'll use this, but I definitely will. I'm not sure what this style is called, but I've grown a fondness for this scribbly, kind of like darker aesthetic. And then they like just take a picture of their artwork, and then that's the art instead of just sending this. Yeah, it gives it a lot of character, and I really enjoy this. I forgot the caption to this one, but I love just the improvisation. Improvisation to try and recreate a field cam look. Yeah, they do a very good job of it. And all they use are grays and whites, but I can still tell that these all have color. This is white, and this maybe like it kind of like green or blue. Yeah. Funny image, but very cool one to me. It's just another very chill image. It's super clip arty, but it has just enough character to avoid becoming almost uncanny clip use it for anything, but yeah, it was just a very cool render, very cool feller here. I would be absolutely horrified if something like this jumped out of my monitor. Okay, this is just, this artist creates so many remakes of Vaporwave album covers that it is just impressive. I find a lot of inspiration from their work, and if you don't know what this is referencing, this is Desert Sands Feel Warm at Night. I forgot the exact album of this, but you can definitely find it. It's one of their highest viewed ones. Just a very beautiful contrast picture. Gold. You know, you can always use these if you end up drawing metal. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful colors in this. Like, absolutely beautiful. I don't know what else to say other than just like, it is inspirational. How beautiful you can make a picture just by like kind of like blobbing down some blues and greens and reds, pink. It's incredible. And I like antlers, so okay. I could get loud, I could get crazy, but I won't. But this is probably my favorite image of 2025, and it just started. You know? I'm gonna take a sip of water. Yeah. Oh. That's the sound. But yeah, everything about this image is so beautiful. Just, oh. I don't know what filter they used on this image, but even the line art. Like, how do you even think to do this to your line art? They did like this outline of the character, and in the outline, they kind of like just swept across it with different colors, and it looks amazing. It sort of reminds me of those colored pencils we got in school, and I thought that was the coolest thing, but like I'd always get in trouble for using them on my homework. So yeah, don't use it on your homework. But yeah, amazing image. There's a big trend right now for space pixel art, and I'm all for it. It looks amazing. Oh yeah, this is traditional. Very sparkle dog aesthetic. I really, really enjoy this aesthetic. Even if it gets too, flamboyant sometimes, it's still always a pleasure to see. And I can always use it as inspiration for my own stuff. Snufkin. Snufkin. You know, I would have never known Snufkin existed if it weren't for my best friend. He came to me and we talked for a bit. It was a little tense, like every gonna say you can tell they're like from the Netherlands or something, but no. I'm pretty sure it's an Australian flag. But yeah, just an awesome blue gradient aesthetic here. I don't think that's the word for it. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. Very, very well made piece here. I would love to know what they referenced because it has to be like a 1-to-1. It is like, oh, dude, just when I zoom out, it is uncanny how realistic this is. Like, that's crazy, dude. Very inspirational. I would love to really do a deep dive into stuff like this, and maybe together we can really delve into all of the intricate details that make a picture like this so realistic. But yeah, it might be a draw over. Still very good nonetheless. Just a very cool image with good lighting. It's always good to have images like this to see how light reacts up close. Then that's a good example of it. Just a very cute comic here. I'm not sure what it's from, but yeah. Maybe it's some anime. Anyone knows? Just, just some balls in the sky, I guess. Yeah, wow. I'm sure this is like a physical piece. And it's so just, gosh, it's so, it has so much mystique, mystery. I feel like this person had a dream of something with these balls here, and he was like, yep, I'm gonna paint that. One can imagine. Just very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. I'm pretty sure this artist is called like, I don't know. I know they're a red panda, but that's about it. But they make a lot of art like this, and they make art like this daily. Like, that is crazy to me, how they can just pump out art constantly. And yeah, I think people should see that and be inspired to just kind of like go for it, because that's what they do. There doesn't seem to be a lot of overthinking with the details. They kind of just get something down, get an idea down, no matter how it goes, and they try to replicate reality rather than copy it. And it's what we should all strive for. Just some neat pixel art here. Not sure why I got this other than maybe like a 3/4 head position. Yeah. Just a cool painting. Not much else to say there. Another just, gosh. You know, now that I think about it, I've never drawn flowers before. I should probably change that, because this is like, this really adds to the image. And I feel like whoever got this probably also got it framed in their house, because it would make a really good piece on the wall. Man, just again with these styles that contain a lot of scribbling, you can make scribbling look amazing. And this is proof of that. It really is. It's so simple. yet so effective. Yeah, they do an amazing job. And it's a very unique, notable style. Just fluster furry. Do not repost. Gotcha. Crows. I love crows. Crows are definitely my favorite bird, if not one of my favorite animals. And in Arkansas, we have a lot of crows. And I think the crows quite enjoy me too because I always go out and throw some corn on the ground for them. And the moment I do, they've been waiting for me, cawing at me while I'm putting the corn down, and I'll just stand there like, wow, man. Just a very good image reference for a pose and a tail. And I think that's what I used it for, the tail mostly. But yeah, very clean line art. And then here we have a chef. And this is what a real chef looks like, y'all. Gordon Ramsay is going bazonkers after this one. Yeah, just immaculate, immaculate illusion here. Like, even just the burners. We can take a look at the burners here. All they did was zoom, 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 and then put just a little bit of white in each of them. And that's how good it looks. Like, that is incredible. I don't know how they managed to catch this on fire though. I think they might have like poured some alcohol in there and then caught it on fire with a torch. But yeah. It's a very cool 80s style image. This outfit is super 80s. I don't think I've seen another person wear this today, but yeah. Man. Very contemplative piece here. I hate to be that guy, but I can't tell exactly what happened with this line here, and I have the same issue with my brushes too. Yeah, nonetheless, very, very good image. This here, especially the footprints, I've had trouble with snow footprints before, and this would come in handy when I do them again, because that is perfect. I hope he gets there, by the way. I'm not sure where I found this, but this is like the 50s futuristic style, and I've always been very fascinated with this style. One idea I had is to create an online shooter game in this style. It's something I've never seen done before, and I think it's an open market. And I'm saying it out loud because if someone else made it before me, I'd be just as happy because now I get to play it. Yeah, very well done. Just a chill furry. I'm not gonna assume their gender. I don't know their gender, but yeah. I don't know what drink this is, but I'd appreciate a sip. I'm gonna take a sip. Hold on. Water just hits different, you know. Anyways, more from that Red Panda artist. Insane use of colors and more of that chromatic aberration, which is very, very simple to achieve actually. You just duplicate the characters and you do a, what do you call it? You pretty much log a color onto it, and then you put it in overlay mode on the colors, whichever colors you use. Typically it's red, blue, and green, but you can use it whatever. And yeah, you can make something quite like this. It's a very, very cool effect. Very thought-provoking image. This image goes hard. Just a dude with a gun. I'm pretty sure this image was created just for referencing, and I really, really respect it. It's very helpful. I don't think they should be going in there, but you know, more of that scribbly aesthetic. I will always be amazed by this. I personally think that these belong on physical medium and should be sold for like $1 million or something. It really looks like amazing modern art. This artist draws a lot of birds, and I think I should have more from them saved, but yeah. Love owls, love moths. I love blue. Pretty much all I have to say about that. Very, very cozy image. Just the most capitalistic consumption ever. But I think we can have comfort in it sometimes. And you know they are. You know they're comfy. It's either super early morning or it's just after sunset. They're gonna have a good time. Yeah. It's just such a... Images like this just make my tummy tingle. I don't know why. Yeah. More pixel stars. I don't know what this point of view is, but I hope they're not getting ran over. Just two dudes hanging out in the woods, I guess. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but I think I was trying to reference something for a darker piece of mine. And this definitely achieves a darker theme. Hold on, let me zoom in. It's like TV static. I really liked the eyes though. I've seen these eyes in a lot of art. I don't know where the trends began, but yeah, it's a very cool aesthetic. More old computers. Hope to own one day. More from that one vaporwave album artist. You can see their little moons at the top here. Asteroid underscore blues. Yeah. Somehow a fitting name. Very, very pretty. A deconstructed fox for some reason. Imagine you just like go in the woods and see this thing just walking around. That'd be, yeah, no thanks. Yeah. This, I swear to you, some artists should just like frame their stuff and sell it. Which would take a bit of passion out, but their art belongs in a museum. It is immaculate. This looks like a piece of art from like the 40s or 50s, you know? And I love it for that. I'm not sure what the album is called, but there's a vaporwave furry album that I took a this is the album cover for that. Very simple, but very, very effective for my eyeballs because I enjoy anything that's like an outline and it's glowy and it has pearl noise. Very simple shapes and stuff. Dark, yeah, very beautiful. Same with this, very beautiful. You're gonna hear that so much. Like, so much. All of these are beautiful. I want to make that clear. All of them are beautiful. And, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, some are more beautiful than others to me, but they're all beautiful. Just a silly little night guy with a rapier sword. Love rapier swords. I do hope to own one someday. I looked for some, but if I want a high carbon steel rapier, they go for like $400, which I'm just not prepared to spend on a sword. I don't know what I'd use that for. More pixel art. It's just a tiger in a suit. Pretty cool hairstyle. It's a very 80s aesthetic. More of the serval eating whatever this is. Nico. I love Nico. The use of colors. Sorry about the yawning. It's 3:30 a.m. for me right now. But yeah. The use of colors to create this underlight is so well done. It kind of reminds me of Rouse's heel attack. I'm not sure if it's an attack, but you know what I mean. Heel. And yeah, just Nico with 2 Uzis. I don't know what he's doing, but he is out for blood. So watch out, y'all. I did actually recreate this image here. I'm pretty sure it's a photograph from someone. So this is a real image, but it was used by another vaporwave artist, and this is how I find a majority of these very cool album covers. I was planning on using this to make my soda, playing some jazz, but I ended up not. So now I just have this cool saxophone dude. Love saxophones, love this pose, I love fedoras, I love the suits, so all of it works out. It's a cute boy chewing on their blaha, however you pronounce it. Blaha, blajaba. Yeah, just an awesome image. I really enjoy this, the colors and aesthetic of this person's soda. I don't know who this is, but they managed to capture that 80s to 90s tech vibe very, very effectively. It looks like the old future. Another one. It's just a picture from Reddit. This is just a dude's cool setup here. Love their posters too. The DeLorean in the background. Oh, I love DeLorean. Yeah. Very good reference for lighting, mostly, and also anatomy. I think I actually edited this image. I wanted to use it as a profile picture. And yeah. It's very, very pretty. Not sure what's up with the cat's eyes though. I think they have cataracts. I just found this on like some weird album for like dark music. I don't know why I say weird. It's definitely not weird. I was the one listening to it. But yeah. Just took a screenshot of it. yeah, love that entire album. I've listened to it many times. I would still love to know the songs they sampled. I might hit them up sometime, who knows. Some pretty neat pixel art. Okay, okay, so this is another image that I actually very recently recreated. It's just a dog and a frisbee. I don't know how more simple you can get than that. But yeah, very calming image here. This is actually from someone I met on Discord. I don't know their name, but their art style is awesome. Just look at them. Look at this biters. I love that. Yeah, it's very simple, but very, very well made, I think. I actually just downloaded this, and I quite like the name of the file. Just download. Freaking awesome. Yeah, just three dudes. I don't know what they're doing, but sup. Another image that I used as a reference, and for the unlikeliest of reasons, you probably think it's something like this, but no. I used the tree as a reference. The leaves. This actually helped me a lot. Make the leaves on one piece I made. Yeah. Just another chill dude. Not much to say there. More soup boy. Don't know her name, but pretty cool dude. I'm gonna have to hurry up. It's getting very late for me. So I'm gonna kinda zoom through these. AG Emu said emu. Emu. Whatever. Freaking cool image here. I made this black and white myself. To use as a profile picture, and yeah. Comment down below which one are you. Personally, I'm the middle one. You know, kind of modest, got a suit and tie on, but you know, still a little emo in there. And this is the color version. More Nico. This is a SAR artist, and once again, I downloaded this for the most unlikely reason. You probably think, oh, yeah, it's the cool characters, the clouds. No. It's these little wind streaks. I love these wind streaks. It's very cool looking. And also really like their use of chromatic aberration throughout pretty much the whole piece. Yeah. Okay. The name of this file is very confusing. Fish reference. I kinda just want y'all to like come up with your own version of what I meant to make with this image here. And I want that to be your own personal canon. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. This is an edited image of just some cool fox character in a suit. It's very simple, really. I like suits. Once again, absolutely adore this aesthetic, even if it is something that isn't the best drawn. Doesn't need to be, I don't care. If you can make something aesthetic, vibrant, glowy, and you take a picture of the screen, you can make something like so like aesthetic, full of character and life. Yeah, just love that. Just the original version of it. This is an image from someone on Discord that I ended up using heavily as a reference for a kind of like post-sunset dusk time. Really cozy. I am not sure why I have this, but I do this image, this smells like flowers. This is from a very good friend actually. We haven't talked in a bit since they're taking a break from Discord, but yeah. They're an incredible artist, and I really enjoyed reading my Bible to them. I hope they come back. Some more dusky art. Look at all that dusk back there. Ugh. Lovely. Very cool fursuit pic. They got their baggy clothes there. I really hope this isn't gang representation, but you know, it's an aesthetic either way. It looks pretty. See now, this is why I love like the illusion of lighting. Even though all of this space is pink, you can tell they are supposed to be white furred, and that's just awesome. It works perfectly. This is a picture my best friend took. I was supposed to recreate it, but I ended up not because I'm a lazy idiot. I'm joking. I have more slack in myself than that. But yeah. He has an old Kodak camera, and he takes some pictures from time to time. I probably should have given him money for film for his birthday. Maybe I will. Hopefully he doesn't watch it to this point. Then that'd be a spoiler. Very, very good traditional art here. You can tell this person's been doing traditional art for a while because there is not a single mistake on this page. Very vibrant, very noticeable. Well done. Just some sketches I found online. Yeah. Very good for reference. I'm gonna put this up so you all can take a screenshot to use it for yourself. There you go. More of the same. Same thing. Screenshot time. Okay, there you go. I'm not sure where I found this. I think it was on Blue Sky, but just some cool painting someone found in like some institute, I think. And yeah, I love it. Comment down below which kitty is your favorite. Personally, this one right here on the left is my favorite. They remind me of a skug, which is a slug cat from Rain World. I think I used this as my profile picture, but yeah, it's the same image I was talking about earlier. Don't know why I have this, honestly. It's a good reference for a nighttime sky with auroras down. Some more old magazine cover pictures from the 80s. Can never get enough of these. And the dude's just wearing a cool fuzzy cardigan. I would honestly wear that so much. I would wear that until it doesn't even have color on it. And all of this fuzz right here would come out and make an absolute mess in your house. Very, very cool picture here. I love the use of overlay colors. You can tell they just use like red overlay on this. Probably like a greenish overlay on that. I think a red again. Blue, green, blue. Yeah. Very cool. I think this is a sword fish, which you don't really see much of. Like, shout out this person, honestly. They're treading new ground, and I respect it heavily. This is a neat illustrator here. Always take care when walking alone, lest you meet those monsters in the woods. Garbled words. Cool fish. Nico. This is probably like one of my favorite paintings of all time. Like, genuinely. I don't know the meaning of it, but I don't need to know the meaning of it. It just, it hits right. Insane realism. And yeah, I love the mystique of it, really. It's very mysterious. I'm pretty sure I was gonna make a meme with this. Ionized furry radiation. By the way, this is real and you need to watch out. Very cozy image of an IBM computer. Once again, really hope to own one day. I mean, I could, I guess, but when I have more disposable income, maybe. This is another SAR artist. These are all actually items in the game. Yeah, very simple style. Very good. Crab and a skug. They look absolutely mortified. Very cool picture. Very, very well done with the line art. I love the way they make these curly hair. Like, it's aspirational because hair, I think, is one of my biggest weak points. A lot of people say, oh, hands are terrible. I can't do hands. Now, I can sort of do hands. I cannot do hair. Hair is awful. So yeah, I should get more out of my comfort zone with that. And this is an amazing reference for that. More mysterious images here. I don't know the artist for this album cover, but yeah, it's very cool. Very cool image. I'll probably recreate it one day. Once again, oh jeez, it's very low resolution here, but this is a painting, and a vaporwave artist used it. I love the contrast in it and just the overall mysteriousness of it. I don't know who this dude is, but in a way they're comforting despite the ugliness of a skull. So the inspiration in this image here was actually the fact that the stardust here looks like a man, like kind of like walking. Like, here's his arm, here's his head, torso, this is a leg back here, another arm. Yeah, I think something could be made of that. Space is beautiful. More mysterious images of man in shadow that you can't see. Another one, literally, just called this image standing in the dark. Yeah, I use this heavily as a reference for one image that I made. Mostly the TV here, but also the man standing. This is a cool image I made. I'm saying image a lot. I should stop saying that. This is a drawing I made. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I love a black and white world it's just a reference for like shoes on, what do you call it? Oh, I'm very eepy. I forgot the name of this. Oh, sorry for the jump scare there. It's very horrifying. Cat picture there. This image I made my YouTube banner actually, except it's kind of dumber. I put a fennec in the middle, but yeah, very cool picture. And probably my favorite vaporwave image ever made, really. This is it. Every time I see this image, I can hear that one Warner Channel song that goes like do 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 do, you know. Gosh. Vaporwave changed my life in a lot of ways. It's just an amazing genre, really. But that about wraps it up. If you somehow watched it this far, perhaps you're even in your sleep right now. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you sleep well and have some sweet dreams. And in the comments below, I want you to tell me what your favorite aesthetic is. If there's any words that you can describe your aesthetic, I would love to hear them, and perhaps also include a example of your favorite image to represent that aesthetic of yours. Because I think this is a good representation of mine. Or, well, yeah, this would be. Right here. Just old video of just dudes in suits. Very cool aesthetic. But yeah. Now, it's been a while since I last uploaded. And I say that as if I upload often, but I made one video and I said I'd be back. And that's not a lie. I am back, but I am back with an ASMR video. Perhaps that's silly, but yeah, that's just what it is. I hope this video finds you well.